Hey guys, Saintsfan here, and welcome to this week's episode of Monday Mailboxes series, where you guys get to ask me questions about GTA, and I give you guys my answers. If you do want to ask me a question, all you gotta do is go on Twitter and use the hashtag AskSaints. But hopping into this week's questions, the first one from Broclaw is, since you can already customize the Damon a whole lot, do you think they're gonna add more customization to it? And I'm just gonna turn this question into the bikes that are in the game now. Will there be more customization for them? I'm thinking there will be, because if you think about the lowriders, there was a few cars that were already in the game, and then you just brought them to Benny's to upgrade. So I think that's going to be what happens with the bikers update. There'll be new bikes like the Zombie and maybe some other ones from GTA 4, but I bet in addition to those, there's going to be the ones that are in the game, because you have the Damon, the Bagger, even the Sovereign, the Hexer, and then the Innovation, I believe, are the bikes that you can, or that would represent, I guess, this biker update that are already in the game. So I'm willing to bet that there'll be some sort of customization for it, even on the Damon, like you said, even though it does have a lot of customization already. Next up from Ron, what type of free mode missions / events do you want to see in the biker DLC? This is a good question, because I feel like that's going to be the main part of, or the biggest part gameplay wise of this DLC. We'll be able to purchase clubhouses, be able to make our own biker crew, have the biker mechanic and all that, but ultimately it's going to be, I'm thinking this DLC is going to be like the CEO update, in that it brings this new system where we can make money. And what type of missions or events I would like to see would be sort of just stuff that you would associate with bikers. I mean, now granted, they did say there's going to be high-end vehicle-based business ventures, so I'm not entirely sure what that's going to, involve. Maybe it's like a higher-end version of the Simeon system. Maybe they're revamping that. But obviously, going off the picture, you saw the guy in the room where they're packing all the drugs. So I just want to see some stuff that kind of makes you feel like a criminal, whether it is transporting drugs. I mean, granted, this is, and I don't know, I'm assuming this is real, because I think the show is somewhat based in reality, Sons of Anarchy. In that show, they were transporting guns, right? Illegal guns to people. So I'm sure that's something that they could add as well. And that's the type of stuff I just want to see with those free mode missions or events. I mean, the CEO stuff was kind of cool, but honestly, the missions to go out and get the cargo, they're not really that memorable to me. And I'm hoping that these biker missions will be, whether that's because there's something really awesome, or maybe, like I was mentioning in a few other videos, they bring Johnny back somehow and you have to deal with the Lost or some other, gangs in the game. Then I just want something along those lines. Adam, do you think people will go all the way up to Sandy Shores for the biker DLC? And I asked this yesterday, and it was kind of mixed. I understand why some people don't want to go up there, and that's just because there's literally nothing up there. It's kind of like a wasted trip, because all your apartments and all your garages and stuff are in the city. So I think, in addition to the clubhouses, and if there are missions up there, I think they need to have at least a 10-car garage somewhere up in the north, because that's going to get people to move up there, and that's going to get people away from the city, and it's going to give people a reason, because people don't want to sell their cars. That's why people want a 6th garage, because some people like me, we like collecting these cars. Even though we never use them, we like collecting them. We like to go into our garage and looking at them every now and then. And you can't do that up in Sandy Shores, or even Paleto Bay, because I think the max you can have is a 6-car garage in both those places. So there needs to be a 10-car garage, but I don't think it's going to be that big of a problem. If anything, it's going to make griefing less common, only because right now, people in jets and hydras and stuff, they'd mainly just stay around the city, and more people get griefed because everyone's usually in the city. If you ever go up in Paleto Bay or Sandy Shores, you never see a freaking hydra, because they don't have an incentive to go up and get you when there's 20 people in the city that they can torment. But with the addition of this biker DLC and the missions like we just talked about, if they are taking place up in the north of the map, that maybe those griefers might have some incentive to actually go up to the north of the map, so that maybe the CEOs can, go about their business without getting griefed. So I think that's going to be another positive of this biker DLC, if it works out the way that I hope it does. Liam, what do you think the average price of the bikes will be in the bikers DLC? So I predicted that if you want the minimum stuff, maybe a bike or two, a clubhouse, you probably need $3 to $5 million, and I'm still sticking with that. Like, knowing Rockstar, I doubt they're just going to have the bikes and then allow you to go into the custom shop or the biker mechanic and then upgrade them without paying a cost. I feel like they're going to pull the Benny's route and have some sort of ridiculous fee to upgrade your bike to get this stuff. So if they do that, then the average price of the bike's not going to really matter much if you can't customize it. But I don't think the bikes will be that expensive. I hope max like $250,000 for like the best ones. But I think average probably like $100,000 to $150,000 for the bikes, just because they're not going to be as inexpensive as the Akuma or the Batty, just because I don't know who made those prices. I love you at Rockstar if you made those prices, but the people who trying to get shark cars to be sold, they hate you. But yeah, they're not going to be anywhere near that amount. I think they're going to be about $100,000, $150,000. Moving along, Ethan, with the next one, what type of cool features would you like to be added to the Biker DLC? So one thing, and I don't remember where I actually saw this, but apparently there's this game out, or it's coming out or something that is, it kind of reminds me of GT Online a little bit, but it's biker based, and I'll see if I can find the trailer, and I'll put a link to it in the description if you want to go check it out. But in it, on your bike, I guess it's kind of like a death match. I don't know. I'm probably selling this game horribly because I've literally watched like a minute of the trailer. But they were like hitting each other with bats, and they were doing a bunch of crazy stuff on the bike. And I think something along those lines would be really fun for for this Bikers update, if maybe they added the ability to use melee weapons on a bike, because that'd be pretty awesome to do like a hit and run with a baseball bat. You know what I mean? I think they actually had that, I remember, in GTA 4, so it's not like Rockstar haven't done that before, but I think that's, if I had to pick like one feature or whatever, I think something along those lines I think would be really cool to be implemented. You guys can let me know in the comment section though, what type of features or what cool features would you like in the Bikers DLC? Chris, do you think we will buy and sell drugs with economy style sales? Buying and selling prices will go up and down. Man, I thought we were going to do that or get that for the CEO update, but I don't think that's ever going to happen, just because Rockstar want to keep stuff simple. And if you think about it, even though I'm sure everyone watching this video is probably competent enough to figure out buying and selling low and high and all that, but a lot of people don't want to deal with that when they get on GTA Online. They just want to get in, kill some people, go get some cargo, and be done with it. They don't want to think about stuff. So I understand why Rockstar are making all these processes and all these features really simple. It kind of sucks, but I don't think we'll ever get some sort of economy style pricing or selling. Kieran, do you think that the Duke of Death will appear in the Biker update? Also, how much do you think it'll be? So I'm answering this because I don't know. I'm kind of having a different thought. I thought originally it'd be a great card to introduce in the Biker DLC. However, I think they're going to hold it off to Halloween. That's kind of like what I'm feeling. As for how much it's going to cost, I don't know. I don't think it'll be that much. Hey, look, maybe they'll make it free. You know what? They did that actually with the Sprunk Buffalo and stuff. So if you have it in single player, I think you actually will be able to get it for free in online. But I'm kind of thinking they're going to release it with the Halloween DLC instead of the Biker DLC, just because that's a pretty big name or big car item or, big feature to promote. So introducing that in the Halloween update, it makes the Halloween update a little bit more special, I guess. And that ties in with the last question. Do you think the Biker DLC will come with some tunables for the Halloween add-ons? And I'm going to ask you guys for the question of the day to get away from the biker topic. What do you want to see in this year's Halloween DLC? Do you just want to see the stuff from last year come back? Or do you want to see some new stuff? I mean, freaking chainsaw, like flamethrower, that kind of doesn't really fit Halloween, but chainsaw does. And the Duke of Death, like I said, maybe with some cool liveries. As for, do I think the Biker DLC is going to hide, those Biker or the Halloween DLC files? I think that's why the Biker DLC is coming out in October. Because Rockstar do this with every single Halloween or every single update that is time-based, like the Halloween update, the Valentine's Day, Christmas, and all that. They usually package that with a DLC, like a big DLC, so they don't need to make another update. They can just flip a switch and have that content be released. So that's why I'm thinking this Biker DLC is taking longer than anticipated, so there isn't as much of a gap between the Biker DLC releasing and then the Halloween DLC, because once that biker DLC comes out, we'll know everything that's going to be in the Halloween DLC just from looking through the game files, because there's no way Rockstar can hide that. So I do believe the biker DLC will have those Halloween files, and hopefully it's something new. And once the biker DLC comes out, I will definitely let you guys know and make videos on all of that stuff. So subscribe if you're not already. But anyway, that is it with the video. Like I said, question of the day: what do you want to see in this year's Halloween DLC? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. See you all in the next video. Drop a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe, like I said, for these every single Monday. See you all in the next one. As always, it's your boy Saintsfan. I'm out. Peace.